So guys, what's going on? Instant match reaction. It finishes Burnley 1, Manchester United 0. More points dropped for Manchester United in what was another frustrating night at Turf Moor. Of course, Manchester United took the lead early on. A great goal by Paul Pogba. We had 2 goals disallowed. And then of course straight away in the second half early on, Burnley getting level. And of course they see out the game. The second half was absolutely atrocious by Manchester United. First half, you could say yes. I thought the Paul Pogba goal should have stood. Again, I will have a go at VAR for that because potentially VAR has cost us the game. But in the second half, once again, we never created enough chances to win the game in the second half when we needed to. And as I say always, 1-0 lead is never a lead to stay put on. It's never a safe lead. And yet again, Sean Dyche has got something over us at Manchester United again. So yeah, very, very frustrating. And again, this was crucial today in my opinion. Of course, we need to start picking up points. We had Burnley to play today, Leeds United, Southampton, and we had one more mid-table or bottom half-table team to play. Well, I thought these are going to be the games where you need to pick up points now. Top 4 is priority. Yes, you can have a gamble at the Champions League. It's there for. We have to go for it. But top 4 is a priority now. And I tell you what, ultimately, you cannot be dropping points against these type of teams. And we've seen it time and time again this season. The Wolverhampton result, getting absolutely thrashed by Watford. And now again, Burnley, bottom of the league, holding us to a draw. We've seen Middlesbrough, Championship Middlesbrough, knock us out on penalties. And now we've seen Burnley, bottom of the table, get a result against Manchester United. And as I said, the quality is there on the pitch, but we are not producing. And I tell you what, I cannot believe we have 4 months left of the season. 4 months left. You know how painful that's going to be watching this Manchester United side. Because right now we're absolutely useless. We can't do anything. And we're struggling against teams we should be getting points off. And again, I don't know what it comes down to today. Because the selection was there. Of course, you could say that VAR costed us. But in the second half, as I said, we never tested the keeper enough. I thought the subs we bring on, yes, Jesse Lingard and Langer, they were all right when they came on. But yet again, what did we create in the second half? And that comes down to at the end of the day. Burnley frustrated us. We knew how they were going to set up. They were going to be very compact. They were going to frustrate us. And they were going to try and counter-attack and use their abilities, which is called, of course, their aerial duels, Wood Weghorst, Cornet, and use them up front. And ultimately, them having 2 up front today, they combined and they got the goal to equalise. But that's what I say always, you can't switch off in the second half. And Manchester United are always that one team that only play for one half. Again, first half, brilliant. I thought we played really well. It was a solid half. We should have been 2-0 up if it wasn't for VAR. Again, we were 1-0 up in the first half. Paul Pogba on the score sheet, which I thought was really good. He played really well today. So did Bruno Fernandes. Rather than that, again, I thought in the second half it was quite an average performance from the team. So overall, again, not performing for 2 halves has cost us again. And ultimately, I'm really, really frustrated. I'm angry again today because, these are type of games that I know we have a long season left. As I said, we have 4 months of the season left with Champions League and these type of games to play in the Premier League. But I tell you what, West Ham picked up the points today. Tottenham are probably going to pick up points tomorrow. I'm not too sure when Chelsea next play. Or Arsenal. I think Arsenal play Wolverhampton Wanderers. So, they're going to have a chance to pick up results as well. And as I said in my last preview, there's many teams that are playing better than us at the moment and deserve this spot. And ultimately, at the moment, Manchester United are not playing for that top 4 spot, are we? Really, realistically, if we can't get a result against Burnley. And Ralph Rangnick, he's all about... He said in his press conference, I think he said, I don't know how Manchester United have won a trophy in however long it's been, like 5 plus years, however it's been that long since Manchester United won a trophy. He was like, I can't understand that. But you have to understand it, it's because we have the Glazers in charge and the players ultimately on the field are not performing to a good enough level at the moment. And we saw that again today. But let me get into the lineup. So a lineup going into the game, it was David De Gea in net, he was back. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Varane, Diego Dallo, McTominay, Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba, left-hand side Sancho, right-hand side Rashford, and up front Edison Cavani. And you notice that I didn't say Ronaldo, and I thought, would that have cost us? I'm not too sure, but it was the wrong decision, in my opinion, considering these are the games you have to win now, and you have to play your best team every single week to get the job done. So I thought that was the wrong decision. I thought Cavani, just a ghost today, really. Again, the graveyard shift, just a ghost, to be fair. Didn't think it was very good. And then I don't know why Ronaldo was on the bench, to be fair. Rashford was worse than him last week. I know they both missed chances, but Rashford or Ronaldo, come on, you've got to play. You should have started with Langer today, and then Ronaldo up top, and maybe we'd be a bit more clinical, because Rashford hasn't been very clinical recently, has he? And Jadon Sancho was very good today as well, so... You know, I thought that was the wrong decision. But that was the team going into the game. And as I said, we played really well in the first half. Got the early goal through Pogba. Really well taken goal. And of course, VAR cost us on that second goal for Paul Pogba's foul, apparently. I'm not too sure how that was a foul or how that was given, but it was given. And of course, second half, we know what happened. Burnley got the goal, got the equaliser, and we couldn't take our chances. And at the end of the day, it's cost us again in a game or in the season or point of the season now where we have to be getting points. We have to be picking up points, especially against these teams. And again, as I said, if we don't end up getting top 4 this season, oh my God, I'm going to be even more furious than I was against that Middlesbrough result, because I am not playing Europa League football. I'm not watching this Manchester United team play Europa League football next season. I tell you that now. So Manchester United, again, need to get a kick on their ass and start playing football, start playing well, taking their chances. Because ultimately, once again, it cost us today, in my opinion. But again, what else can you say? So let's get into the player ratings. So David De Gea today made a really good save from Wout Weghorst. Thought he was quite good, so I'm going to give him a solid 8. I thought he was quite good, to be fair. Didn't have too much to do, to be fair. No, I'm going to give him a 7. Didn't have too much to do, but he made 2 crucial saves. Left back, sure, I'm going to give a 6. Thought he was alright today, going forward, always an option. Defensively, I thought he was a bit of a mess at times today. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 6. Maguire, 5 again. Really poor today. Lucky, he was lucky to get away with a red card, to be fair, really, wasn't he? For that foul he made on Wout Weghorst, where he pulled him back when he was through on goal. He was just so sloppy today as well for me, Maguire, so I'm going to give him a 5. For Varane, I'm going to give a 7. His goal, really well taken, but again, it was, of course, given a foul from Maguire onto one of those players, so the goal didn't count. But I thought he was good today, showed his experience again, defended quite well at times, so yeah, I'm going to give him a 6. Diego Dallo, I'm going to give a 5. Thought he was disappointing today. Going forward, a bit lacklustre, a bit wasteful at times. Defensively, was alright, to be fair. Didn't have any problems with him there, so I'm going to give him a 6. McTominay, 5 as well. Average performance from McTominay. Didn't do anything too special today, to be fair. Did what he needed to do in midfield, rather than that. Thought he was quite poor. I mean, we know how poor he is, don't we? So Pogba today, I'm going to give a 7. I thought Pogba was really good. Controlled everything in that midfield. Always looking to go forward. Was covering well defensively as well. So for me, Paul Pogba gets a 7 today. I thought he was pretty good. Bruno Fernandes again, I'm going to give a 7. I thought he was very creative in the first half. Going forward, always looking for that pass for Rashford. Always looking for that pass to Sancho. And again, he was quite influential in that first half at times. In the second half, I ghosted. Didn't really play too well, but again, no players in that second half played really well, did they? Other than maybe Sancho gave a bit of a shift, but other than that, it was very poor in that second half. And as I said, you can't have that thing where you perform for one half and you don't perform for the second, because it ends up costing you. And I thought this team would have learned that from how many times they performed for one half this season. So for me, Pogba 7 for Bruno Fernandes as well. Left hand side Sancho, I'm going to give a 7 as well. Actually, I'm going to give Bruno a 6 and Sancho a 7. I thought Sancho very good today. Always looking to take on his man. Looked fiery at times. Always a threat going forward. And again, he was just a main man going forward at times as well, wasn't he? So going to give him a 7. Thought he was really good. He's improving game by game as well, which is really good to see. It's really positive from Jadon Sancho. Right hand side Rashford, 6 today again, really poor at times. He had a few opportunities, but once again, he's just a bit too wasteful for me, and that's what these wingers have been this season. We saw it with Mason earlier on in the season. We've seen it with Rashford. At times, we've seen it with Sancho, and they're just too greedy, and that's been our downfall this season, really, in my opinion, because there's been so many chances where Ronaldo's been on, Cavani's been on, Elanga's been on, Sancho's been on, Rashford's been on when Sancho has the ball, and we just don't. We just shoot and hope for the best. So that has cost us again today, in my opinion. We had a few times where the extra ball should have been played. So for me, Rashford, I'm going to give a 6. And Cavani, I'm going to give a 5 today as well. Again, didn't really get too involved in the match. Didn't think he had to get any touch of the ball as well. So for me, I didn't really notice him. So yeah. And Ralph Rangnick today, I'm going to give a 7, because he couldn't do any more than he did. He put out that team to win, which should have won the game ultimately. They had enough quality on that field. It was strong enough to go out there and put, a couple of goals past Burnley and walk away with the 3 points. I thought his subs were quite good, Lingard and Elanga. But again, the players have let him down today, in my opinion. Like they've let down managers before in these type of games, they've let down Rangnick today. So let me know what you guys think down below, guys. But man of the match, I'm going to give it to Sancho. Could give it to Pogba. I thought they were both equal, to be fair. But let me know what you guys think down below. But again, more drop points on the road. Another massive game. Another massive 3 points missed, to be fair. And again, we move on now. We've got Leeds coming up, Southampton and Wolves all coming up in a couple of weeks' time. And again, I don't see anything changing really in the next couple of weeks unless his team somehow magic out some results. So let me know what you guys think down below, guys. Burnley 1, Manchester United 1. Make sure to comment, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.